Goes up.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you bet.
Okay, sounds good. It looks like Mr. Kobe is first.
That's correct, Judge. He's right here. Ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Mr. Kobe. I'm Judge Schultz with the Kansas City, Kansas Municipal Court. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Mr. Kobe, it looks like the city is seeking jail time on at least some of the charges that are pending against you. So
Okay.
you have been appointed an attorney. Mr. Lilich, it looks like right now he would have to post $1,000 cash bond. Are you wanting to be heard on bond first, Mr. Lilich, or do you want to speak to your client first?
Your Honor, could I speak with my client first, please?
Yes, absolutely. Mr. Kobe, you want to leave the headphones on, but tell the person that gave you the headphones that you need to go to the breakout room so that you can have an opportunity to speak to your attorney.
Mr.
Yes,
Lilich, I'm
ma'am.
going to be Mr. Lilich, I'm going to be emailing you the plea offer. I apologize. This was my last one, and I don't know why I didn't do it before. Thank you.
No problem at all. Thanks.
Breakout room.
Did you have an opportunity to speak to your client?
I did, Your Honor. Thanks for that opportunity to speak with Mr. Tyler. Your Honor, the city has made a plea offer to resolve Mr. Tyler's pending charges. I have reviewed that offer with him, and he would like to accept that offer. It's his understanding that as part of that plea agreement, he will be pleading guilty to possession of marijuana, uh, unlawful taking of an automobile, possession of an open container, fleeing or attempting to elude a police officer, reckless driving, and petty larceny. It's his understanding that in exchange for that plea, the city will be moving to dismiss his remaining charges, which I have went over with him as well. It's also his understanding that the city will be requesting a 6-month underlying sentence. I'm not clear from the plea offer if, uh, I'm sorry, that he will be placed on 6 months probation. I'm not clear from the plea offer if the underlying sentence is going to be 10 or 20 days. I think it's 20 days. I would note my client has served 11 days in jail. At least that's what he's advised me. And that he will be placed on supervised probation on the condition that he obtain an alcohol evaluation and follow the recommendations, and that he will pay a total fine of and court costs of $1,273.50. Mr. Tyler, I don't believe I mentioned that fine to you. You will have, while you're on probation for 6 months, to pay that $1,273.50. Did you want to talk to me about that before we finalize this?
No, that seems fair, sir.
Okay. And you know you'll have time to pay, and you can work with your probation officer on that.
Yes, sir.
Judge, with that clarification, I do think we have a plea agreement. Mr. I'm sorry, I misspoke. Mr. Kobe would ask that the court adopt that, as its order. Judge, I would note, I did explain to Mr. Kobe that he does have an absolute right to trial. Instead of accepting this plea agreement, I also explained to him that some of these charges will negatively impact his criminal history score should he later be charged with the felony. And I also told him that theft is potentially enhanceable to a felony if he's later charged with the misdemeanor theft. After going over all that, Judge, he would ask that the court adopt this plea agreement as its order.
Mr. Kobe, I want to make sure we're on the same page. Is it your understanding that you'd be entering a guilty plea to possession of marijuana, taking a vehicle without consent, possession of an open container of an alcoholic beverage in a vehicle, attempting to flee or elude, reckless driving, and petty theft, and that the remainder of your charges would be dismissed?
Yes, ma'am.
And is it your understanding that there would be a 6-month probation? You'd have to get a drug and alcohol evaluation, follow the recommendations. There would be an underlying jail term of a total of 20 days, of which you've served, I believe your attorney said 11. I show you were booked in 9/9. Is that correct? Yeah, 9/9. And that the fines and costs would total $1,273.50. Is that your understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And those rights that he was talking about, do you understand that you do have the right to a trial?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that if you did trial, Mr. Lilich or one of the other appointed attorneys would assist you at that trial?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that if you did choose trial before a trial started, you would have the opportunity to look at the discoveries such as the police reports in these cases?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that at a trial, your attorney would be able to ask witnesses questions?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that at a trial, you would have a Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that if you did go to trial and you were found guilty, you would be able to appeal that decision to the Wyandotte County District Court?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that entering this plea could have a potential impact on criminal history score and any future felony cases?
Yes, ma'am.
And knowing all of that, are you wanting to accept the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we're gonna grant you an OR bond. We are going to continue this to September 25th at 10 a.m. for a probation check-in. That will be at City Hall. You'll get released today. However, we have to finish the docket before we send the paperwork over, so it could be a few hours. When they do release you, they'll give you paperwork showing September 25th at 10 a.m.
Yes,
Make sure
ma'am.
that you are on time for that, or it can go to bench warrant, okay?
Okay, when I see my probation officer, ma'am, am I able to write that down to have the
They will give
documentation with
you
me?
a copy of your probation order telling you all the things that you need to do.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
You too, ma'am.
All right, you can give, you do have some older, traffic matters that are in a payment status. One traffic matter and a couple of misdemeanors,
Yes,
that are
ma'am.
from 2020 and 2021. They're just in payment status. We're gonna close those out, kind of give
Thank
you
you
a
so
fresh
much.
start with this round, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, you have a good day. Good
Yes,
luck.
ma'am. You too.
Next two are down at the other end of the hall. I don't know exactly who will be first. I'll call them out. It'll either be Witherspoon or Wilson.
Okay, thank you. And Miss Hutton, it's my understanding on that, on Mr. Wilson, the city is moving to dismiss the charges that are associated with the alleged events of 10/27/2024 because those ones were dealt with in his county case, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay, I
ma'am.
think
And
that still leaves some charges open. I'm not sure, but
it should have left some, or wait, the ones on 10/27, ma'am?
yes.
Okay,
It's my understanding from the response to the email I sent this morning that those actually were a part of that county matter.
okay. Mr. Lilich, I'm gonna need to send you a new offer. I apologize. It doesn't look like, it looks like I accidentally sent one with the wrong, with that information still on it when it shouldn't be.
Okay, no problem. And Judge, just to be clear from my notes, that incident that's been charged in Wyandotte County District Court, that was from a October 27th, 2024 incident?
Yes,
Okay,
so
all right, thank
they charged him both here and across the street. I'm guessing they the actual, regular police officers that encountered him at the time issued the summons and then a detective reviewed and decided to, I think,
That is
file.
exactly
the
what
charge.
happened, ma'am. Miss Amanda explained it. They originally wrote it up as a misdemeanor, but then it changed.
Sounds good, thank you.
And I can get you those case numbers specifically. Just give me a moment. I wanted to finish saving my comment on Mr. Kobe.
Sure, thank you, Judge. I think having the incident would be sufficient, but if you have those handy,
Yeah, it's 693-414, 415-416. And also, nope, that's it. Those are the ones associated with that 10/27/24. So they all
Got it.
start 693 and then it's just 414, 415, 416.
Thanks, Judge.
You're welcome.
I'm going to interrupt everybody. Wilbert Wilson will be next. He's on his way down.
Thank you.
Pardon me, Judge. Mr. Wilson's here.
We are ready. Good afternoon, Mr. Wilson. I'm Judge Schultz with the Kansas City, Kansas Municipal Court.
Okay.
So it looks like they were able to verify that I'm going to read the summons numbers: 693-414, 693-415, and 693-416. Allegations arising out of incidents on 10/27 of 2024. They were able to verify those were part of your county case. So those have been dismissed. That still leaves you with some other charges. There's a petty theft that was alleged to have occurred September 3rd of 2024 in the area of 10824 Parallel Parkway. A drinking in public allegation that was alleged to have occurred October 4th of 2024 in the area of Minnesota and 8th. Then it looks like you received a failure to appear for missing court on one of those or both of those. And then an assault, those were alleged to have occurred October 16th of 2024 in the area of 812 Minnesota Avenue. You're not being held on the remaining city charges, but the city is seeking jail time if you are convicted of them. So we're going to let you speak to your attorney, Mr. Lilich. If you'll leave the headphones on, but tell the person that gave you the headphones you need to go to the virtual breakout room.
Yes.
Thank you.
Talk to the public.
Mr. Lilich, did you have an opportunity to speak to your client?
Yes, thanks for that opportunity to speak with Mr. Wilson. Judge, there was some communication between myself and the prosecutor as it came to my attention that Mr. Wilson's waiting to do 32 months with the Kansas Department of Corrections. He's waiting to be picked up. And so that impacted the offer. But I have reviewed the amended plea offer with Mr. Wilson, and he wishes to accept that. It's his understanding of the plea agreement that he'll be pleading guilty to misdemeanor theft and drinking in public. And in exchange, the city will be moving to dismiss the remaining charges, including 2 counts of battery, 1 count of assault, 1 count of disorderly conduct, and 1 count of failure to appear. It's his understanding the city will be asking that he serve 6 days in jail and pay a $230 fine. Your Honor, he has advised me he has been in custody since the spring. He would ask that the court consider and grant him credit for time served. I have explained to Mr. Wilson his rights related to trial, Your Honor, and I've also explained to him that this theft conviction could potentially haunt him down the road should he later be charged with the felony insofar as his criminal history score. That said, Your Honor, he'd ask that the court adopt this plea agreement that I've described as its order.
Okay, so Mr. Wilson, first I want to make sure that we're on the same page about what your rights are. Do you understand that you do have the right to a trial?
Yes,
And do you understand that at a trial, Mr. Lilich or one of the other appointed attorneys would assist you with that trial?
yes,
And do you understand that if you did choose a trial, you would have the right to review the discovery before starting trial?
yes,
And do you understand that if you did go to trial, your attorney would be able to ask questions of witnesses?
yes,
And do you understand that if you did choose to go to trial, you would have a Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination?
yes,
Do you understand that if you did go to trial and you were found guilty, you would be able to appeal that decision to the Wyandotte County District Court?
yes,
And do you understand that entering this plea could have a potential impact on your criminal history score in future felony cases?
yes.
Okay, and then I want to make sure we're on the same page about what the offer is. Give me 1 second. Just did the wrong thing. Give me 1 second. Okay, you'd be entering a guilty plea to 1 count of drinking in public and 1 count of petty theft. There would be a total of 6 days in jail. You've been in custody since February 23rd of 2025. So you would have credit for time served, and the total fines and costs would be $230. Is that your understanding of the plea?
Yes,
Okay, Mr. Wilson, I will accept that plea. Since you are going to be doing 32 months, I am going to waive the fines in this case and give you
all right,
credit for those 6 days. So your city matters will be dealt with. You won't have to deal with it after you get out, okay?
all right. Thank you.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
All right, thank you.
Next door, Deshaun Witherspoon.
Okay,
Too many zeros in my list. Back soon. Or
okay.
too many O's.
Your Honor, I'm just going to step out and then step right back.
Sounds good.
Pardon me, Judge, Mr. Witherspoon.
Okay. Good afternoon, Mr. Witherspoon. I am Judge Schultz with the Kansas City, Kansas Municipal Court. It looks like you have a motion to revoke pending and some other cases that are open. The city is
No.
seeking jail time on some of those charges.
Excuse me, ma'am. May I please speak?
Mr. Witherspoon, let me finish.
I only have
It's
one
his
case. I don't
court,
have no
so you
cases.
can't interrupt the judge.
I don't have no cases.
Mr. Witherspoon, you need to let me finish. At this point, you would have to post a $500 cash bond to get released. Is your date of birth January 24th or 25th of 1976?
Yes.
Okay, then you definitely have case pending.
I just did 4 months
You
here.
have been appointed an attorney.
I just did 4 months here.
represent you. So we're gonna have you talk to your attorney, keep the headphones on, but tell the person that gave you the headphones that you need to go to the breakout room.
I need to go to.
Do you need Mr. Lilich a copy of the motion to revoke?
I've got it, Judge. Thanks.
Okay, thank you.
Put you in a room.
Mr. Lilich, were you able to speak to your client?
Yes, Your Honor, thanks for that opportunity to meet with Mr. Witherspoon. Your Honor, you might be able to help us clarify a point on this case. The city has made a plea offer that involves Mr. Witherspoon serving 115 days in jail. Mr. Witherspoon is insistent that he's already served the jail time on this case, on his pending charges back in 2023. I've advised him that I'm not sure and I don't believe the court is going to give him credit for time served from 2023. So, Judge, my impression of this is that we probably do not have a plea agreement. And I've discussed with Mr. Witherspoon that he could potentially have an appointment with our office to review information and discovery related to the motion to revoke and his new charges. So I kind of think that's where we're at, Judge, unless you see that in 2023 he did some significant time on these charges.
Okay, give me 1 second to see what I can find.
And
Real
Judge, if you
quick.
don't mind, while you're doing that, there's a disturbance in our lobby right now.
Oh,
If I could
I'm
take a
sorry to
short
hear
break
that.
to address that, I'll be right back.
Okay,
Let me show you what happened. He did it. He
No.
said just.
oh, yeah, Mr. Witherspoon, you can let, you can let
Yeah.
Mr. Doyle know that, we have to wait for Mr. Lilich to come back.
Wait for him to come back.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
ma'am.
we're waiting for the attorney to come back.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yep, yep, okay.
All right, sorry about that, Judge.
Okay, okay, sounds good, sounds good. Okay, so Mr. Lilich, I do see, I need to write down a couple dates so I can do some math. So if you guys will just give me some time, I'll come right back.
All right, thank you, Judge.
That's how they do it. That's how they do it. Now she's writing down some dates. For what? Okay. Okay. Oh,
Mr. Witherspoon,
yes, sir.
I want to remind you that what you're saying is being recorded right now.
Okay.
So I would suggest that you keep your comments to yourself at the moment, okay?
Okay. I was talking
You
to
talk, if
Lilich.
you
He
want to
told me to be
talk to
quiet too.
me, okay.
No,
if
he
you
said
want-
to talk. I was talking to Lilich. He said be quiet too.
Okay, well, all right. So I would keep your comments to yourself. If you want to meet with me in private, let me know and
Yes,
I'll
sir.
see if I can arrange that, okay?
Everything's okay so far. So far, everything's okay.
All right. Just hang on.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna do 120. Hell no.
Okay. So, Mr. Lilich, I had one more question. And this question also might be for Ms. Hutton. So when you're talking, because I don't know exactly what the plea is, I know you're talking about 100 and something days. Is that going from, are we talking about the case that is in a revocation status or the other cases, or does it incorporate everything?
My understanding is that incorporates everything.
Okay. Okay, then I need to look at one more thing.
Attorney, can I say something?
I, no, don't right now.
I just one thing. I'm not on probation. I never was.
Okay, just hang on.
Okay. I got this. This is double jeopardy.
Okay. We'll just wait for Mr. Lilich and Ms. Hutton to come back, and once we do, I can, okay. So it looks like, even if we go back to 2022, when those original charges were filed, he'd only have credit for 14 days time served. So on that case from 2022, the plea agreement was that he, was to do, some sort of behavioral health evaluation. He was on probation for 1 year, and there was a 90-day underlying jail sentence on just that one alone. And then obviously all those open cases.
All right.
And then looking at the notes, because I know that Mr. Witherspoon expressed that he was never on probation, but it does say back on March 13th of 2023, he did report to probation orientation as scheduled. And then, his remaining reporting, it looks like he reported a couple days late at one point. They filed a motion to revoke. It looks like the motion to revoke may have been amended. Most recently, I guess in 2025, but that motion to revoke has been pending for quite some time.
Well, Your Honor, thanks for checking on that and for that clarification about his history
I
with the
never
court.
signed anything.
Judge, I don't think we have an agreement.
Okay,
I
would
did
you like to
speak,
be heard on bond then?
I would like to be heard on bond. Your
Okay.
Honor, I did discuss with Mr. Witherspoon his prior failure to appear when he was ordered to appear by this court. He advised me that he was struggling with the fact that he is without a home and dealing with issues on the street. Um, Judge, he has, I believe, been in custody now at least a couple of days since he was arrested. I'd ask that the court consider granting him an own recognizance bond and order him to appear at a date down the road. He's indicated to me that he will schedule an appointment with my office to further review the pending motion to revoke and his new charges.
Okay. Ms. Hutton, what is the city's position?
The city would object to the OR bond at this time, Your Honor, just based upon the history and the amount of time that we've had on these cases, and also the fact that we have had the underlying motion to revoke on file for so long.
So just looking at one of the cases, I'm looking just specifically at the trespass allegation that is from March of 2023. And just looking at that allegation alone, I can see 5 times that case has gone to bench warrant. And with the information that you're giving me, Mr. Lilich, I don't see that anything has changed or will change. I heard Mr. Witherspoon saying earlier that he didn't even believe that he was on probation. I don't have a high amount of confidence that he would actually appear. What I am going to do is I will reduce the bond to $250 and we will have him transported to court September 25th at 8:30 a.m. to meet with you in person, and then you could renew
What's
your
the day?
motion for
What's the day, sir?
an OR bond
September?
at that time.
Thank you, Your Honor. And that's on the morning docket. He's going to be transported on the
Yes,
25th.
September 25th at 8:30 a.m.
Oh, next week. Next Friday. One more
So,
week.
Mr. Witherspoon, if that bond is not posted, we will have you transported September 25th at 8:30 a.m. Otherwise, if you do post that bond, you need to appear in person September 25th at 8:30 a.m. If you fail to appear, we could issue a bench warrant with a no bond hold.
You want to say something?
Yes.
Your Honor, I am with my mental health. I do have my ID, my birth certificate. I am currently looking for a job. I do have mental health. I'm getting rid of my drug problem. I already did the time on Diane Kearney for a battery. I haven't trespassed at Eagle Nest. I haven't been over in Kansas in 2 years. I haven't been over here in 3 years.
Right, and you haven't taken care of your matters either, and that's why I'm not releasing you. So we'll see you September 25th at 8:30 a.m. You can give the headphones back to Mr. Doyle.
Double checking, we're done.
Correct.
Okay. Next three are all in the same pod, different floor. I don't know the order. I'll call them out.
Okay, thank you.
Your Honor, I'm going to step aside for a moment.
Okay, thank you.
Pardon me, Judge. Jose Roa Carrillo will be first. He's on his way. Pardon me, Judge. Mr. Roa Carrera is ready. All right, I understand. I'll mute and wait on everybody to come back.
I apologize for that delay. Sorry about that. There was a phone call I had to take.
Yep.
Okay, and who?
We're good. Roa Correa.
Okay, thank you
All ready?
about that. Thank you for your understanding. Yes.
No problem. Here we go.
Hey, Your Honor, how's it going?
I'm doing okay, and you?
I could be doing better.
Mr. Roa, I'm Judge Schultz with the Kansas City, Kansas Municipal Court. It's my understanding that a bench warrant with a no bond hold had been issued on these cases. Your attorney might want to be heard on that, but I'm guessing he's going to want to at least touch base with you first.
Okay.
Mr. Lilich, it does look like there are holds from Fairway and Mission
Okay, yes.
on your client. If you would just leave the headphones on and tell the person that gave you the headphones that you need to go to the virtual breakout room so you can talk to your attorney, Mr. Lilich.
Thank
Just
you.
leave them on and
Oh,
tell him you
He
need
said,
to
go
the
to a
virtual
virtual.
breakout room.
Talk to the public defender.
Mr. Lilich, were you able to speak to your client?
I was, Your Honor. Thanks for that opportunity to meet with Mr. Roa Correa. Your Honor, the city has made a plea offer to resolve his pending charges. I have reviewed that with him. At this time, he would decline that offer. I did discuss with him the fact that he has a no bond hold and the circumstances related to him failing to appear. Judge, he acknowledges he failed to appear in 2023 and has advised me that he was in a different space with the priorities for his life. I believe he's been in jail approximately 1 day at this time, and he's advised me that if the court requires him to continue to stay in jail, he's potentially going to lose his job at Reliable Construction. He wanted me to point out to the court that even though he did fail to appear in the past, he has prioritized his children in his life, and they are relying on him for transportation. He also wanted me to point out that his wife is employed by the unified government and that she's diligent in her employment and with helping to keep him on track with his court dates. Judge, should you agree to order him to appear down the road, he has told me he will promise to appear. He wishes to take care of these charges. He'd like to schedule an appointment with our office. So, Judge, in light of that, I would request that the court reconsider his bond, grant him an OR bond, order him to appear at a date certain down the road. And I've told him that we could coordinate scheduling an appointment with him at that time.
Ms. Hutton, what is the city's position on bond?
I apologize, I was muted, my fault.
That's okay.
The oldest of these charges looks to be about 19 months old. So, latest from 2023. I'm glad that Mr. Roa Correa is prioritizing his children, but unfortunately, the city would argue that handling these cases would have been a good priority for that if he wanted to make sure that he could continue to provide for them in the way that they need to be provided for. So Your Honor, the city wouldn't oppose perhaps a lowering of the bond, but I do think that we are certainly coming up on a long tooth. We're getting to that point.
So
I say
if I
something?
look back at in a moment, if I look back to the oldest cases, they date back to December 19th of 2023. And if I look at that, it looks like this case has, the oldest case has gone to bench warrant, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, the most recent of which was this year. Because it looks like he was scheduled to be in court in July of this year. Mr. Roa Correa,
Yeah.
if there's something that you would like to say, you
Yeah.
certainly can.
Yeah, I mean, again, I mean, I know I was when I had this going on, I mean, it's not that I had just realized that my family, it's not no BS that I care for my kids, but it was just financially, I was very different. Now, my kid got diagnosed autistic, my little one. So that's where it kind of, and then last year or the year prior to that, I went 10 months with a clavicle fracture. So that's where financially put me to a spot where I couldn't take care of it. Now that I'm getting back and getting things back going on, I need to be okay. So now I need to take care of my things. It's not that um, I just came to God and was like, hey, I'm going to take care of my things now. It's just that financially I couldn't before because I had a clavicle fracture. I did 10 months with no work. Now my little one, he just got diagnosed autistic, so he relies on repeatedly. That's what so I live 2 blocks away. My wife been working for the UG for 10 years. That's the reason why we moved to KCK. I mean, and I see pretty much the cops that I see picking her up is the ones that I see in the street. So I want to fix this because I know, I mean, to make my life work, I have to. I mean, I cannot be doing this. I mean, and I want to fight it. I'm not taking the plea guilty because a couple things happened that during that
Probably don't want to go into
hey,
that.
okay,
And I'm guessing
sorry.
your attorney
Yeah,
would
and
advise you not to go into
okay, yeah.
that
Well,
aspect of it.
couple things happened, and I want to discuss with them before we decide to come with before we decide to say yes or no to some things. That's why that's why I don't want to take the deal because I still need to talk to him a little bit further about it. But that's some of
Okay.
the reasons why. I mean, I'm not going nowhere. I mean, I'm not. I want to take
So
care of the issues,
here
but
is what I am willing to
financially
do.
right now, I'm not.
sir,
Go
I
ahead.
think the court, don't interrupt the judge.
Sorry about that.
I think she's giving you the opportunity to speak. Let's listen to what the judge has to say.
Sorry about
So
that,
here's
Judge.
what I am willing, that's okay. Here's what I'm willing to do. I'm not willing to do an OR bond, but I will reduce this from a no bond hold to a $500 cash bond. We will continue this matter to September 25th, next Thursday at 1 p.m. If you are still in custody, the bond hasn't been posted, they will transport you to court. That will give you an opportunity to meet with your attorney in person. Ms. Hutton, will you please make sure that if they don't already have all the discovery, that they do, so that he can, whatever his concerns are, maybe they can address those together. And obviously, Mr. Lilich, I don't want or need to know what those concerns are regarding, but if you have the discovery, I'm guessing it will be easier for you to talk to him about what his options are regarding his case.
Yes, thank you,
So,
Your Honor.
and if you do post a bond, you'll need to appear in person September 25th at 1 p.m., okay?
Oh, I will. Trust me. Thank you. Thank you for the
All
chance.
right, thank you. Okay, you can give the headphones back to Mr. Doyle. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Good luck to you. Sorry, Judge. Marcelino Solis is next.
Okay,
He's going to have to be escorted. Read between the lines on that. If you go blank, I'll take that for we're done.
okay,
All right, but he's on his way.
okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Pardon me, Judge, Mr. Solis.
Okay. Good afternoon, sir. It looks like if you wanted to be released today, you'd have to post $1,000 cash bond, and the city is seeking some jail time if you are convicted against the charges against you. I'm sorry, I'm Judge Schultz with the Kansas City, Kansas Municipal Court. I forgot to say who I am. I'm sorry about that. But we're going to have you talk to your attorney. So leave the headphones on and tell the person that gave you the headphones you need to go to the virtual breakout room to talk to your attorney.
Breakout room.
Yes. Yep. That's exactly what's needed. Mr. Lilich, if it's not productive, just come back. So looks like my camera has moved. Give me one moment.
It's her camera or my camera.
There we go. That's better. Okay, Mr. Lilich?
Thank you, Your Honor. Thanks for that opportunity for me to meet with Mr. Solis. Your Honor, the city has made two separate written plea offers to resolve Mr. Solis's pending charges before you. I have reviewed those offers with him, and he has agreed to accept those plea offers. Your Honor, in reviewing these plea offers with him, I have advised him that he does have an absolute right to have a trial instead of entering into a plea agreement with the city. I've also advised him that many of these charges, well, most of these charges that he would be pleading guilty to would negatively impact his criminal history score in the future should he be charged with a felony. Judge, after those caveats, he wishes to enter into the following plea agreement with the city. It's his understanding that he'll be pleading guilty to interference with a police officer, criminal damage to property, disorderly conduct, and trespassing. And I'm referring to one of the two written plea offers made by the city, and that the city would be dismissing a count of interference with an officer, a count of criminal damage to property, and a second count of interference with an officer. It's his understanding that as to that offer, he would be serving 3 days in jail. He would be agreeing not to return to 852 Minnesota Avenue, and he would be paying a $230 fine. Your Honor, in the second offer from the city, it's his understanding that he will be pleading guilty to um, 2 counts of resisting arrest, 2 counts of interference with an officer, and 1 count of trespassing. And the city will be requesting a 90-day underlying jail sentence, that he'll be placed on supervised probation for a year on the condition that he obtain an anger management evaluation, a drug and alcohol evaluation, follow the recommendations, attend a shoplifting class, and not return to the location for where the trespassing occurred, and pay a $600 fine. Your Honor, after reviewing both of those written plea offers that I've referred to with Mr. Solis, he would ask that the court adopt the plea terms that I've just summarized as its order.
Okay. So I just want to make sure that I understand. I'm guessing, Ms. Hutton, when you attempted to enter the plea offer, it made you do it in 2 different chunks.
So there was originally the plea offer that occurred prior to I believe it was May of this year, and then there was 7 charges that occurred after that May date. And so
Okay.
rather than
Okay.
the original one was 12 or was a larger
Right, rather
number.
than getting rid of it, you just,
I tried a new thing, and hopefully it's great. And if
Okay.
it's not, I won't do it again.
okay. So the one that you more recently entered, is that the one that is dated today?
Yes, ma'am, should be.
Okay, okay. So it's my understanding, sir, that you'll be entering a guilty plea to interference with, sorry, I need to take a drink of water. Interference with an officer, criminal damage, disorderly conduct, trespassing, And then on the other one, let me go to the other one, sorry. And then on the other one, you'd be entering a guilty plea to resisting arrest, interference with an officer, another count of resisting arrest, trespassing, and another count of interference with an officer. Is that your understanding of the plea, sir?
Yes.
On that one where there's the 3 days that's not underlying, correct?
No, sorry, go ahead, Shane.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, Ashley. That's our understanding, Judge, and I'd point out that Mr. Solis has advised me that he has been in jail for 4 days.
Okay.
So he'd be requesting credit for time served on that.
See. So that his most recent booking was 9/17. But he was also in, let's see that. Okay, but he also was in August on these charges, so he would have three days. Is that what it was? It was 3 days, right?
Are you asking me, Your Honor?
Yeah, on the plea offer, it was 3 days, right?
Yeah, it was 3 days.
Okay, so he would have credit for those 3 days. Okay. Mr. Solis, do you understand those rights that Mr. Lilich was talking about, that you have the right to a trial, assistance of counsel, review of discovery, confronting of witnesses, your Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination, and to appeal?
Yes.
And do you understand that by accepting this plea offer, it could have an impact on your criminal history score for purposes of any future felonies you might be charged with?
Yeah.
And knowing all of that, are you wanting to accept the plea?
Yeah, I accept. I accept.
Okay. So Mr. Solis, what we're gonna do is you'll get out today. It might be a few hours because we have to talk to everybody first before we send over the paperwork. And then you'll need to appear in person September 25th at 10 a.m. at City Hall. When they release you today, they're going to give you a paper saying that. So make sure you appear at City Hall September 25th at 10 a.m. Okay? And we're going to give credit for the 3 days so that you will get out today, okay? All right, you can give the headphones back to Mr. Doyle. Thank you.
Like you say, I give the headphones back to you.
How can I help?
He's done.
Okay.
He will be getting out later.
You're done. Yep, she'll take you back up. Very good. Robinson will be next. He will need an escort, so a couple extra minutes.
Okay.
But we're getting there.
Okay.
Okay, Judge, Mr. Robinson's ready.
Sounds good.
Hello?
Good afternoon, Mr. Robinson. I'm Judge Schultz with the Kansas City, Kansas Municipal Court.
I ended up passing out in public and I got a ticket and I'm sorry about that and I'll pay anything on it. I just was trying to get released so
okay.
I can get back to trying to get me a home out there.
Okay, Mr. Robinson, you've got a few charges pending, and the city is seeking jail time if you are convicted. You have been appointed an attorney. Mr. Lilich, right now, he'd have to post a $750 cash bond. Do you want to speak to him first, or do you want to be
Is
heard
there
on
any way I
bond?
can pay that when I get my check on the 1st?
Hold on, Mr. Robinson.
Your Honor, I'd like to speak with him first, please.
Okay, so
Can I
sir,
get
leave the
straightforward,
headphones
Mr.
on,
Slits,
Mr.
what to do?
Robinson.
I need,
Mr. Robinson, leave the headphones on and tell the person that gave you the headphones you need to go to the virtual breakout room.
I need to go to the virtual breakout room.
Talk to the attorney.
Go downstairs.
Mr. Lilich, were you able to talk to your client?
I was. Thanks for that opportunity, Your Honor, to meet with Mr. Robinson. Your Honor, the city has made a plea offer on Mr. Robinson's new charges. The city's also made an offer with respect to resolving his pending motion to revoke his probation. I've reviewed those offers with Mr. Robinson, and he declines those at this time. Your Honor, I did discuss with Mr. Robinson his past failure to appear when you had ordered him to appear. He advised me that he has been struggling with being houseless or not having a home. He has advised me that he is getting a check every month for Social Security disability, that he has been diagnosed with ADD. Your Honor, he's advised me that he didn't know where court was at. And as a part of recently being arrested, he now knows where the Wyandotte County Courthouse is. He knows where City Hall is at. He's advised me that should the court consider releasing him today, he now knows how to use the Metro bus, and he will make sure that he takes the bus and that he appears at a court date that you may give him down the road. His request, Your Honor, would be that the court would consider him for an own recognizance bond, order him to appear at a court date down the road. He then intends to schedule an appointment with our office to further review the motion to revoke and his new charges.
Ms. Hutton, what's the city's position?
City would oppose an OR bond, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Robinson, I am going to grant you an OR bond over the city's objection, but this is kind of your final chance. If you fail to appear, the judge could and probably will issue a bench warrant with a no bond hold. So you'll get out later today, and you need to make sure you appear in person next Thursday, September 25th at 1 p.m. in City Hall. I also want to let you know when they let you out, they're going to give you a piece of paper, and it has the address and the location and the date and time of when you need to be here. Please make sure that you're here, or else you'll end up with a bench warrant and probably a bench warrant with a no bond hold.
Okay, how long do you think it'll be for the OR?
It'll be a few hours because we have to finish the docket first before we send over the paperwork.
Okay, I was just asking because I've been getting let out at night, and during that I can't get to the store to eat or anything. So I'll see.
I don't know what time it'll be. I know we've got a few more people to see, and then we send the information over to the jail.
Okay, thanks.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Judge, that was 1 p.m. next Thursday.
Yes, since he has potential transportation issues, I thought it would be best to give him the afternoon, so we'd have all day to make it here.
Interrupting. The last three are ladies. I'm going down into that pod. I'll call them out when they show.
Okay, thank you.
You bet.
I am going to step away for a moment.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Ashley.
Yes, ma'am.
Marcelino Solis, there were 2 ticket numbers that did not get be part of the attorney rec.
Are those the ones where the offense just happened on 9/14?
I believe so.
I am not ready to move forward on those cases. They have a different court date. I'd like to go on the court date that was actually scheduled.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
It does.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Pardon me, Judge, Ms. Holmes is here.
Ready. This is Ms. Holmes, correct?
Hello,
Good
Judge. How are you?
afternoon. I'm Judge Schultz. I just want to make sure that I have your name correctly. Is this Ms. Holmes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Give me one moment to bring your case up, Ms. Holmes. I thought that's what Mr. Doyle said, but I wasn't 100% sure.
Yes,
Okay, it looks like on our cases, the city cases, I'm just a municipal court judge. You have been granted what's called an OR bond. You are still being held on your county case. So I think that's why we're seeing you here today on your city cases. The city is seeking jail time if you are convicted. So you've been appointed an attorney. Mr. Lilich, there's already an OR bond, but I'm guessing you need to talk to your client.
Yes, please, Your Honor.
Okay, so Ms. Holmes, you'll leave the headphones on, but tell the person that gave you the headphones that you need to go to the virtual breakout room so you can speak to your attorney.
Okay. And then I'll come back. So can I talk to her?
Just a second. You want to talk to your
Mr. Lilich, did you have an opportunity to speak to your client?
I did. Thanks for that opportunity to speak with Ms. Holmes. Your Honor, the city had made a plea offer, and I had offered to review that with Ms. Holmes. She maintains her innocence of these charges, and what she would request, I think the court has already granted her an OR bond. She'd request that the court order her to appear at a date down the road. Then she intends to schedule an appointment with our office. She wanted to go ahead and do that. I'm not sure if the jail has the pink sheets over there to provide her or not, but she wanted me to tell you she'll promise to appear at a date that you provide her, and then proceed with scheduling with our office.
Okay, so I see, Ms. Holmes, that your county case is set for September 23rd. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put this on October 2nd. If you're still in custody on the county case, you will be transported to meet with your attorney October 2nd at 1 p.m. Otherwise, if the county has released you on their case, you'll need to appear in person, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So either way, we're going to be seeing you in person October 2nd at 1 p.m. If you do get released on the county case, they'll give you a copy showing that you need to appear in person on your city case October 2nd at 1, okay?
Judge, I don't know how much you can help Ms. Holmes with this, but she seemed to not be aware that she had a county case.
It's all I can say is it's 24 CR 1268. That's all I know. And it says, as far as description, failure to appear. So I have no idea what it's about. I'm sorry. And I do show it's set September 23rd, though. Those are really the only things I know about it, because I don't have access to their system, Ms. Holmes, since I am a municipal court judge and not a district court judge. But you should find out more on the 23rd, okay?
So, Ms. Holmes, you're not getting out today. I'm sorry.
Well, you're not being held on our stuff, so as soon as the county releases you, you'll be released, but it has to come from a district court judge, okay? All right, you can give the headphones. Yes.
But what I was saying, as you said, I didn't appear in court, but I was letting my attorney know that I was.
That's
Okay,
the county matter, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just telling you what the county matter says. You'd have to talk to the district court about that. But for our purposes, for our court, we'll see you October 2nd. Either the jail will transport you, or you need to appear in person at 1 p.m., okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can give the headphones back to Mr. Doyle.
Ms. Cunningham is next, Judge.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, Ms. Cunningham. I'm Judge Schultz. I just need to save my information about Ms. Holmes, the last person, before I bring your case up. So if you'll just give me a moment. Okay, the note that I have is actually kind of from a while ago, from back in December. It says that you had received an offer on your city case and you had requested a continuance to consider it. And then we received some information that you were in custody in Topeka, I believe. And now you have pending with us that same matter. It looks like it was an allegation of driving under the influence of alcohol and/or drugs. And then I do see you're not being held on the city case, that DUI charge. You are being held on a county case that is set for September 25th. So, Mr. Lilich, with that in mind, I'm guessing you want to speak to your client.
Yes, please, Your Honor.
Okay, so ma'am, you'll leave the headphones on, but tell the person that gave you the headphones you need to go to the virtual breakout room.
Yes. So you're gonna talk to your public defender.
Mr. Lilich, did you have an opportunity to speak to your client?
I did, Your Honor. Thanks for that opportunity to meet with Ms. Cunningham. Your Honor, the city has made a plea offer to resolve Ms. Cunningham's pending charges before you. I have reviewed that plea offer with Ms. Cunningham. As to that plea offer, I've advised her of some rights and some potential negative consequences of her entering into that plea. Your Honor, I have explained to Ms. Cunningham that she does have an absolute right to have a trial on these charges and her rights related to trial, including reviewing discovery. I've also advised her that this offer involves a plea to a second offense DUI, and that if she's charged with a DUI in the future, she could potentially be charged with a felony. And I've also pointed out to her that this plea would have negative consequences on her driving privileges if those haven't already been imposed by the Department of Revenue. Your Honor, after having that discussion with her, she'd like to accept this plea offer. It's her understanding that she'd be pleading guilty to a second offense, DUI, and that in exchange for that plea, the city'd be recommending a 180-day underlying sentence, that she serve 5 of those days in jail, that she then be placed on probation, supervised probation for 1 year on a condition that she not violate the law. And although the written plea offer doesn't say this, I have advised her that she would be required to get an alcohol assessment and follow the recommendations, and that the court would order her to do that before she is sentenced. And another provision of the plea agreement is that she pay a $1,250 fine and $2,350 in court costs. Your Honor, after reviewing that with Ms. Cunningham, she would ask that the court accept this as its order, but she understands that sentencing will have to be another time.
Okay. So Ms. Cunningham, I want to make sure that we're on the same page here. Do you understand that you do have the right to a trial?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that at a trial, Mr. Lilich or one of the other appointed attorneys would assist you?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that before a trial started, you'd be able to review the discovery such as the police report in the case?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that at a trial, your attorney would be able to ask witnesses questions on your behalf?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that at a trial, you would have a Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that if you did go to trial and you were found guilty, you would be able to appeal that decision to the Wyandotte County District Court?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that entering this plea, if you got a future DUI, could have an impact on, it could be charged as a felony, a DUI in the future?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that this could, entering this plea, if it has not already had an impact on your driving record, it would have an impact on your driving record?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Ms. Hutton, could we get you to update it to include the DNA evaluation?
The 400.
Drug and alcohol evaluation?
Oh, just the drug and alcohol. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Apologize.
just updated to add that. So it's my understanding that your county case 25 CR 1167 is set for September 25th. I don't know anything beyond that. What I'm gonna do is we will continue this for sentencing. We're gonna put this on, let me see. We're gonna put this on October 10th at 1 for sentencing. I'm sorry, no, October 17th at 1, sorry, for sentencing. If you are still in custody, we're gonna have someone come into the jail and do an evaluation. But if you are released from jail, we're gonna send you paperwork that tells you who you can go to get an evaluation from. We'll send that over to the jail when we send over the other paperwork today showing October 17th, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you've been released, you need to appear in person October 17th at 1 o'clock. Otherwise, we'll see you on video and hopefully they will have been able to get that evaluation done, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank
Your
you.
Honor, if I may, one other point of clarification.
Yeah.
And I don't think the city will be opposed to this, but Ms. Cunningham would request credit for time served insofar as the time that she'll be serving in jail between now and sentencing.
I'm guessing Ms. Hutton won't be opposed to that.
No objection.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Ms. Cunningham, you can give the headphones back to Mr. Doyle.
Thank you.
And Ms. Van Ross.
Okay. Good afternoon, Ms. Van Ross.
Good
I'm
afternoon.
Judge Schultz with the Kansas City, Kansas Municipal Court. Give me one moment to bring up your case, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so it looks like, as it stands right now, you would have to post $1,000 cash bond to be released. The city is seeking jail time if you are convicted and you have been appointed an attorney. We're gonna have you leave the headphones on. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Lilich, do you want to be heard on bond first or speak to your client first?
Could I speak with my client, Your Honor?
Yes. Okay, so leave the headphones on, but tell the person that gave you the headphones that you need to go to the virtual breakout room, please.
Talk to the public defender.
Ms. Love, on Ms. Cunningham, will you please contact RADAC and see if they can try to schedule I'm sorry, an evaluation in custody?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
And then that's a transport order for her as well, right?
No, we'll sentence, well, yeah, it's probably better to censor in person. So she can review the eval, so yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Lilich, did you have an opportunity to speak to your client?
I did, Your Honor. Thanks for that opportunity to meet with Miss Van Ross House. Your Honor, the city has made a plea offer to resolve, well, many pending charges before this court. Miss Van Ross House maintains her innocence on these charges. She's advised me that she believes that someone else is using her identity and creating these charges and problems before the court. Your Honor, Miss Van Ross House advised me that an officer had issued her a citation in July with the court date of July the 20th, which is a Sunday, and that's why she previously failed to appear for court because she didn't understand how she could appear in court on a Sunday. So she has also assured me that she will appear at any court date that the court sets down the road. Her request would be that the court grant her an OR bond, set a court date, so that she can schedule an appointment with my office to further review these matters.
Okay, so what I'm looking at, addressing the July 20th issue first. The only thing I show issued to her this year was a failure to appear. It looks like it was issued June 23rd of 2025, and it's one of those e-tickets, and it clear as day says court appearance July 28th at 8:30 a.m. I mean, I'm looking at it and it's typed, so it would be kind of hard to mistake it for July 20th. It says court appearance : 7/28/2025 at 8:30 a.m. These cases date back to up to 2020. They've been going on for quite some time. I'm trying to see how we've done on appearances. Let's see. Let's look at one from 2022. So not the oldest, but not the newest either. One. Ms. Hutton, what is the city's position on bond?
Your Honor, these cases are all older cases, as the court has already mentioned. The city would be opposed to an OR bond at this time.
So because of the age of these cases, Ms. Van Ross, at this time, I'm not willing to grant you an OR bond. I will reduce the bond to a $500 cash bond. We will continue this case to September 26th. Oh, I'm sorry, September 25th at 8:30 a.m.
But I still got the ticket at home. The states I had court July 20th. I still have it at home in my possession.
Okay, I'm telling you what I see. So we'll continue this to September 25th at 8:30 a.m. If you have not posted that $500 cash bond by then, you will be transported to court to meet with your attorney.
So I have to
Ms.
stay
Hutton,
here.
if you will make sure that they have all the discovery for all of the cases so that Mr. Lilich will be able to discuss those things with his client.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
you either have to post a bond, Ms. Van Ross House, or you have to appear in or you'll be transported. So if you don't post the bond, you'll be staying in custody until September 25th at 8:30 a.m. Okay,
Can I
you
take
can-
it to, can I take it to trial and be on a pre-trial
Can-
release?
Certainly request a trial when you're here September 25th.
So I can't do a pre-trial release at all?
Not right now.
Cause I
You
just started a
don't-
job and everything, doing
Um,
home health care for my
Ms. Van
uncle.
Ross, we will see you September 25th, whether you post the bond or you're transported.
So
You
a
can get the
OR
head,
is
you-
out of the question. A signature
I'm
bond
not
is out
giving
of
you an OR bond today, no, because of
sig-
all the times you failed to appear in the past.
I made it to court last year on time, September. They released me
Cases have dated from 2020 and you have not resolved them. Ms. Van Ross,
I think I
take some personal responsibility here. We will
have.
see you September 25th. You can give the headphones back to Mr. Doyle.
There for the whole list, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Weekend all, you bet.
Have a
Have a
good
good
weekend, everybody.
Bye, everyone.